My name is Mrs. Gwinnett, and the reason that I'm starting this video for you is that actually what we have is a family of schools, lots of different schools that work together, and we work really hard to make sure that your school is the best place that you could possibly go, and that during your time in that school you have a really fantastic time. And it's my job as the overall leader of those schools to be able to make sure that that is the best possible place that it can be, that we get to know you as an individual, and that you get the opportunity to really feel comfortable and that you absolutely thrive in that school.
Hello there, my name is Mr. Dunn. I am the Executive Secondary Lead for the schools across the Endeavour Learning Trust. It's a simple job in as much as I work very closely with the school leaders and their senior leadership teams across the Trust to make sure that everyone is supported to strive for excellence in everything that they do, because excellence is what Endeavour Learning Trust is all about. When you're part of a trust, it's not just one teacher that you're in front of in a classroom. Behind that teacher sit over 200 professionals that have been working hard to provide the best experience for you. We're really excited about you joining one of our Endeavour schools in September. I can't wait to meet you, I can't wait to meet your parents and shape an amazing future for you.
I'm Miss Bacon, I'm the Director of School Improvement for the Trust, and I work together with the executive team and your school leaders to ensure you have the best quality of education possible.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Fairhurst. I'm Executive Director of Student Services. I have overall responsibility for pastoral care, behaviour, attendance and safeguarding within our cluster of schools. I work closely with our pastoral leads and our heads. In addition to this, I have my own team which comprises of 1 Executive Attendance Lead, 1 Executive Pastoral Lead and 2 Family Support Workers that also work across our cluster of schools.
Watching this video, I'm sure that you're thinking a lot about your transition from primary school to secondary school. And for a lot of people that can feel a little bit scary, and it can be something that you can worry about that little bit because you don't know how big the school's going to be, who the people are, how you're going to find your way around. So what we've done is we've put a video together to give you a real sense of your school so that you can see yourself walking around those corridors, you can meet the main people that you're going to be working with, and you can get a sense of what it's going to be like for you, and hopefully that'll make you feel a little bit less worried by the time you've actually had a look at this video. I'm going to introduce you now to the head of the school on the ground, and they're going to take you around the school and introduce you to some more people, and they'll explain that little bit more about what the school's about.
Hi everyone, welcome to Wellfield High School and welcome to the class of 2025. I'm Mr. Lewis, the head of school here, and I'd like to show you around the school. Let's go. I'm sure you're really excited to join us from September, but understandably there may be some nerves. I'm stood outside the Personal Development Centre where Mr. Barnish will talk you through his team and his support.
So, welcome to PDC, but what does PDC stand for? It's the Personal Development Centre, and we're here to help you and meet your needs as much as possible. You might come to us if you've forgotten your lunch, you might come to us if you've forgotten your ingredients for food. There might be something that's happened over lunchtime and you might want to come and see us to talk to about that. There might have been something fab that's happened in a lesson and you're so pleased about it and you just want to come and tell someone. You can come to us for any number of things, but we're always welcome to see you and we'll never turn you away. Attendance is really important at Wellfield and it's something that we're really passionate about. So we've got a dedicated officer, Miss Reid, who's our attendance officer. Moving to secondary school is probably one of the biggest things you'll have done so far, and we want to make that as smooth and as successful as possible. So part of my role, as well as working in student services and pastoral development centre, is working with your primary schools to get as much information as possible. Some of that might be about behaviour, some of that might be about how you're doing lessons, but it helps us learn as much as possible about you. What we've done as well is on our website we have a section for parents and students to fill out information about them, and all of this helps build up a bigger picture about you so we know who we're expecting when they come to Wellfield. We're really lucky to have 3 dedicated pastoral behaviour managers for all of the year groups at Wellfield. From the information that we get on the parent and student forms, one of the questions we ask is about hobbies or jobs and aspirations, and we're really lucky that Mrs Manley, the Year 10 and 11 behaviour manager, she specialises in careers and aspirations. So if there is any events or anything that she can point you in the right direction of, she's definitely the right woman to speak to.
So we've spoken to Mr Barnish and heard from Mr Barnish about the pastoral support in place at Wellfield. It's equally important that you feel stretched, challenged and supported within your learning to make progress. So let's head into the theatre to hear from Miss O'Neill.
Welcome to the theatre at Wellfield High School. I'm the assistant head responsible for progress and intervention. My role is to support students, to check in on how you're doing, how you're making progress at school, to liaise with your teachers and just see what I can do to help support you have the best time at Wellfield High School. At Wellfield, we have 3 houses, something you may have had in your primary school. What that means is you will belong to a family within our school. You'll belong to a house called Sharman, MacArthur or Campbell. And within each house, you will have a house progress leader who will always support and monitor your engagement at school so that you can have the most successful time here. In each house, there are 5 tutor groups. You will belong to a vertical tutor group, which is made up of students in years 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So you will have the opportunity straight away to get to know students from different year groups. We have found that this generates a really nice family feeling at our school. The positives are that you will straight away know people in the corridors. They will be there to support and guide you during your transition period into secondary life.
So you've heard from Miss O'Neill, who's spoken to you about progress and engagement in learning. One of our house progress leaders is Mrs Park, and she is a computing teacher at the school as well.
Hi, I'm Mrs Park and I'm a computing teacher and house progress leader here at Wellfield. Miss O'Neill mentioned earlier the house system, of which there are 3 houses. My house is MacArthur House. As part of my role, one of the first things that I will do is help you to feel settled at Wellfield. Starting high school can be a really exciting time, but understandably there may be some nerves. Myself, the other house progress leaders, your tutors and teachers will work really hard to make that transition smooth and make you feel safe, happy and part of the Wellfield family. I may pop into your tutor group or perhaps just as a familiar face on the corridor. Like all of your staff at Wellfield, I am really approachable, so if you have any questions, please do ask, even if you're not in my house. Within the lessons at Wellfield, pupils work really hard to gain merits. This might be for working hard, answering lots of questions and really engaging in the lesson. All of these merits get added up and we love to reward students for that achievement. One of the most favourite parts of my job is reward assemblies, when we get to see those merits accumulate and give certificates and rewards for those students that are working really hard in our lessons. We also have lots of competitions within school associated with these merits, quizzes, sports days, all with the houses competing against each other.
Moving on from Mrs Park in computing, we're now based in B block, which is where you'll find English classrooms and maths, so I'll hand over to Mr Carroll.
Hi, I'm Mr Carroll. I'm the head of the core faculty here at Wellfield High School. So the core faculty is a group of your 3 core subjects. So in our faculty we have English, we have maths and science. So in English we run lots of competitions throughout the year. We do reading competitions which are designed to get you all enthusiastic and get involved in doing as much reading as you possibly can in your first year at Wellfield. We have a really exciting writing competition. Last year nearly 50 of our students were published in a book which they were able to purchase, and we're going to do that again next year and every year. We also have a really exciting STEM club. That's our science, technology, engineering and maths. And what we do at STEM Club is we do loads of technology-based activities which lead up to a competition which we hold at Runshaw College every year. In the core faculty at Wellfield, we love to nurture what you're already interested in and then push your interests even further. So you'll find yourselves doing some brilliant things like some amazing science experiments, developing your story writing and really challenging yourselves in some of our maths competitions.
So we're out here in the lovely flourishing quad where a lot of our students engage in gardening club and even grow some of their own produce. So you've heard from Mr Carroll regarding the core faculty. Another faculty we've got in school is Foundation. This includes subjects such as Geography, RE, Modern Foreign Languages and History. You'll find these subjects based around A block, where you'll also find Miss McDade and the Learning Support team. Let's go in and meet Miss McDade.
Hi, I'm Miss McDade and I'm the Head of Learning Support, and this is our Learning Support area. We work with pupils with a range of additional needs to support their progress in lessons and to help them throughout the school in all parts of the school. We can sit down with them, we can talk through what they need and how we can support them, and then my role is to kind of connect with the teachers as well to make sure they're meeting their needs in lessons. We know students with additional needs flourish at Wellfield. We ask you that if there is any additional support that you need, to get in touch with us and to let us know so that we can make sure that's in place ready for you.
So when you've left A block, you can then re-enter B block, which is where we saw English and Maths, past our science block and into the sports hall, where we'll hear from Mr. West, one of our PE teachers.
Hello, I'm Mr. West, a PE teacher from Wellfield High School. This is the sports hall that we use, and next door we have a dance studio. What you'll find here at Wellfield is that we try and make PE as inclusive and as fun as possible for all students who come, regardless of ability. We have a structure in place which allows you to take your love of sport to the next level, with teams in a variety of different sports which play competitive games on a weekly basis. The activities that we cover here at Wellfield can be anything from rugby to football to handball and basketball in the sports hall. We do dance and racket sports such as badminton. Each year at the end of the summer term we also have a sports day, which is a big event for the school where everyone competes for their house.
So all the physical activity in the sports hall might be making you really hungry, so I've brought you across to the school canteen. In the canteen we operate a cashless system, which means you don't need to bring any money into school. You can access the school canteen service at break time, lunchtime and also as a breakfast club. I hope that tour was really useful to you and informative, and we are really looking forward to seeing you from September.